Okay, Rebecca, Heidi, this is gonna be the first video of the series, and I'm just gonna basically do a short overview of what's in the dashboard of WordPress. If you look on the left here, there's a menu with a whole bunch of things. So the first thing you need to know is the theme options at the very bottom. This is where like main functions of the theme are managed. So here you will enter the blog URL, for example, for all those buttons that says to her blog. Then the make stuff URL. You will also specify how many products you want to show on your products pages. Those are the pages, products that you do not sell on the site. The banner system page, this is the image that's kind of a default on any page that uses a banner. You can always change it on the actual page, and I'll show you how to do that. But for the default setting, this is the image that's set there. Of course, your copyright information at the very bottom. The next tab is Project Gallery. This is basically this tab here, Project Gallery. And what it does is manages these buttons here. So as you start to create your gallery, you can assign it to specific titles. The titles are hard-coded, so it's not like you can add another title into this little graphic here. So like for example on the bottom here you can add I don't know, another category for the gallery. So here you will assign a specific page. So once you create the home decor gallery, you will add it here, scrapbooking. Like for example, right now I don't think we have party planning, so you won't see it in the list. But once you create it, it will be in the list, and you can assign it to this specific title. Social is where you enter your Twitter, your Facebook, your Vimeo IDs. So pretty self-explanatory. Always click Save Your Options once you've done any changes to this panel. So let's go from top to bottom. Post, that's where all of your blog posts are. These are some of the test blog posts that we did. So I'm gonna go ahead and delete these if they don't get in the way. And I will go over each section in detail a little bit later. Media is where all of your images, your videos, anything you upload basically to the gallery, your icons for all of your buttons, everything is stored in here. Links we're not really using, so you can just ignore that one. Pages is where all of the pages that are used on the site are created. Even pages that may not look like much, like for example you need to create a blog page to display your blog. It will automatically be populated with all your posts and sidebars and whatever else. The template is set up for you, but you actually have to create that page and select template blog page right here, so the blog page displays properly. And it is also needed for inserting this page into the actual main menu of the site. Comments, you can, I guess, view them here, but we're not really. This is just a list of all of your comments for all of your posts. I'm not sure if you're going to have to manage those or not. The banner is the main banner on the site, which is the scrolling thing here. So you can add a new image to the banner if you want to. You can edit the image that's currently there. All you have to do is add your URL wherever you want this image to go. You can select show or not show on homepage. It's also up to you. Not every image has to be in that banner. You click on select featured image to actually add the image, and you just click update. The same thing goes for adding the new image. It's the same 3 fields. We gave it generic names. You probably would want to go ahead and give it something a little more descriptive, just to make sure that it's better managed. Next is the tutorials. This is the fun little beehive, I call it, page. This is where all of your videos are done. So if you click on one of them, which is a sample, you'll see the actual field for the YouTube link. You can select the color of the text, which is this little text that shows up here. So this pom-pom flowers is in green. So you can select it green, white, or pink. I believe those are the colors that were in the original design. This picture here is just for illustration. You can't click on it or anything, but this is just for illustration purposes. So when you are selecting the position of your video, you can pick from the list right here, the drop down, which block you want to attach the video to. And it will also tell you which blocks are taking, and I'm going to change this busy word to taken just so it makes more sense. But it will have the list of the ones that are already taken, so that way you're not putting two videos in the same block. Next, let's go to the offline products. We will change the name of this section here once we install the actual shop. So it will be named products, and the shop will be named shop. So it makes more sense. Again, those are the items that are managed here for the items that are not sold online. Gallery is where your picture gallery is. I'll go into more details on that. And the fun facts section is the about page. Those little bubbles that show up on the left sidebar on the about page, those are added through this section here. So you'll see your little clock, your little blurb, show or not show in sidebar. If you happen to have more than 5, you can switch them around. And then again, the style, I'm gonna have to get more details on that, but this is basically the basic overview. Well, one more thing you need to know, in appearance here, you'll have the widgets. These are for sidebars and the homepage blocks. The 4 blocks that you see on the homepage, right here, these 4 blocks are managed through widgets area. You'll see all of them named, and you can enter any URL you want to attach to this image here, as well as upload your image. Here you'll see the footer. We call it footer sidebar, but really it's the footer. Right sidebar, left sidebar. Those are the default sidebars that show up with each template. The blog sidebars and the market sidebar we're going to remove because this was with the old shop, so we removed that not to confuse you. And then also, every time you make a page and you want to create a custom sidebar, the list will be added here, and that's where you can go ahead and drag and drop your widgets and put whatever widgets you want to appear on any specific page. And then another part in the appearance is menus. That's where you create your menus. Of course, the main menu is created here for all the pages, and then you will have company information, for example, which is the menu that shows up right here in the footer. License info, partner, press room. These are all created here. Right now they're all set to custom, which means there is no actual page created. But once you create a page for this, I'll go over the menu section in more detail, and I'll show you how to actually add a real page to the menu, not just a placeholder. So this is all for the overview of the dashboard, and we'll go ahead and move on to each section individually.